welcome to my channel, Listen Luna Tarot. I'm gonna read the cards for all signs. I am in Las Vegas currently, so that's exciting. You can see the Trump Tower right across from where I am. Yeah. So we're gonna start off with the sign of Aries. I'm gonna do a small meditation before I begin. And I will have timestamps if you want to skip to that section. Okay, my intentions are set and I will read for Aries. So we're gonna see, Aries, how is the rest of the year looking for you? I made 3 cards for Aries. I'm gonna take them all upright. I need 2 more. Give me 1 more. Okay. So Aries, you have overall is the 7 of Wands. Let me put this a little back. You have 7 of Wands, King of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, and the Justice. I feel like Aries, the rest of the year for you, you're being a little guarded towards something. I feel like it has to do with a male figure in your life, or it's a masculine energy that comes off a little too sexual. I did get the King of Wands reverse, but I said I was going to take them all upright. I feel like there's a reason why it came out that way. I feel like there's a man around you that you don't really trust. With the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like this can be somebody that, if it's not that they don't gamble, it's that this person is like, they have good and bad luck, or they come off a little, they come off like, what's the next card? Justice. Yeah, I feel like this person comes off like they have a lot of money, but they really don't. Is how I feel. Why does Aries need to know this? Give me 1 card. So you have the Judgment in reverse. I feel like with the Judgment in reverse, it's talking about you not wanting to resurrect any type of connection with this person. I feel like if you are in connection with this person right now, it's going to end sometime from when you're watching this reading to the end of the year of 2025. And it is currently April 12th, 2025. So that is your reading, Aries. If it did not resonate with you, please check your moon, rising, Venus, or 7th house placement. I am now going to read for the sign of Taurus. For Taurus, give me 2 more cards. Taking them all upright. 1 more. Okay, Taurus, we're gonna get your other card. The first card that came out for you is Page of Pentacles. Then you have the Queen of Wands, the Page of Wands, and overall energy is the 6 of Swords. So I feel like things are moving ahead for you. It's slow movement in terms of your career, in terms of your sexual life. I feel like that's improving from now to the end of the year. What's improving more so than the other is your creativity, your sexual expression. What is this thing that Taurus is walking away from or moving away from? Give me 2 cards to clarify. And I got 2 cards already. Wow, Taurus. Okay, so you're moving away from the 10 of Cups and the 2 of Pentacles. I feel like this has to do with a relationship that... Oh, wow. I feel like this has to do with a relationship that you were kind of juggling this person. You were juggling this person with something else. What is Taurus juggling this person with? What is Taurus juggling this person with? Give me 1 card. With the 8 of Wands. You were juggling this person with somebody online. You were juggling this person with somebody online that you met. You were juggling communication between them and someone else. Who is this person that Taurus was communicating back and forth with? Describe them. Give me 2 cards. The Queen of Swords. The 8 of Cups. So Taurus, the person that you're juggling a long-term partner with, it's someone that you're meeting online. And this person is they're not emotional. They activate your mental, you're aroused by their mental state of mind. But this person, since they don't have this person is very cold in a way. They don't express a lot of emotion. You have the 8 of Cups here, and that is also talking about this person walking away from you. If you're in communication with someone online and you're in a committed relationship that's long-term, that person that you're connecting with online is just gonna walk away from you. They don't express emotion. They just I don't even think they have emotion for you. They just like the communication they have with you, which is they don't really get aroused by it. I feel like they just like the attention that you give them. So that is your reading, Taurus. I hope you like this reading. If it did not resonate with you, check your moon, rising, Venus, or 7th house placement. I'm going to move on to reading for the sign of Gemini. Give me some time here to shuffle the cards back into the deck. I don't like putting them all together. I feel like the energy just stays. So for Gemini, what does Gemini need to know from now to the end of the year of 2025? How is Gemini's energy looking like in the 3 cards? Give me 2 more. Give me 1 more. Again, I'm taking them all upright. the Lovers. Alright, Gemini. So you have the Lovers as overall energy with the Ten of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Page of Cups. Let me move this a little bit up so you can see. So, Gemini, from now to the end of the year 2025, how it's looking like for you, it looks like your relationship, if you are in a relationship right now, or even if you're not, take this reading how it resonates. But I feel like in terms of your love life, you are connecting with someone. This person is a masculine. They have masculine energy. They're very sexual. They take the masculine sexual approach towards you. They're very creative as well. They're very firm in creating. They're very expressive in terms of that. I feel like you're unhappy in this relationship though. I feel like there's something that you're wanting to express emotionally with this person, but you feel like there's a blockage. You feel like it's like you're not wanting to tell this person what's going on in your life because you feel like it's a burden to them, or maybe they made some comments before, like saying how annoying certain things are that go on in their own life, so you kind of like keep things to yourself. I feel like in terms of emotions, you're like holding them back from this person, but your relationship right now, or till the end of the year, feels a little bit rocky. What is something that Gemini needs to do to be more, I just feel like, I don't even feel like I need to pull out cards for this. If you're feeling like you have to hold back because you feel like you're being a burden to someone, I'm not gonna say to don't like to let that person go, but if you try to talk that out with them and they listen, and they work it out with you, and they're like showing you that they care about how you feel, then that's the person that, you know, they're worth trying for. They're worth continuing the relationship for. That is if, you know, however you feel, if they make you happy. But if they don't, then you know what to do. Okay, so now I'm gonna move on for a closing message, Gemini. I'm just gonna pull out one random card from the deck. So let's see. This is your closing message. The World. One more. And the Eight of Wands. So there's communication between you and a person you've met online. There's some distance. There's some distance between you and them. What more can Gemini know about this? Let's see. Pull out this one. Nine of Cups. They're your wish fulfillment. They make you happy. They're your wish fulfillment. I feel like even if you're not in a relationship right now, you will get to know somebody from now to the end of the year that you meet online. There's a long distance travel that you have to do to see them, or they live in another country. Something in that nature comes up for you, Gemini. I feel like this person, you feel like this person is your wish fulfillment. So that is your reading, Gemini. I hope you like this message. If it did not resonate with you, please check your moon, rising, Venus, or 7th house placement. And I'm going to move on to the sign of Cancer now. So for Cancer, give me 3 cards for Cancer. What does Cancer need to know from now to the end of the year? Let's see right there. 2 more. Okay, so 2 came out already. And they're all major arcanas. Ooh, Queen of Cups right there. That may be you. I don't know. We're gonna see right now. Okay, Cancer. So you have overall the Queen of Cups with the Moon, the Fool, and the Tower card. From now to the end of the year, Cancer, in terms of your emotions, it has to do a lot with your emotions because you have the Queen of Cups as overall energy. I feel like you're getting a grip on your emotions. You're not letting certain things get in the way of your happiness, even if it's that you experience tower moments where things come crumbling down in your life. You're like having the faith in a higher power, in God, to take you on the right path. It's like you have this blind faith in you that you just do things without thinking. And I feel like that is going to get you into places that you have to be very careful, because having blind faith in a way with these surrounding cards, the Moon and the Tower, it's a little grim, to be honest. So you have to be careful on how you use that blind faith. Who are you giving that blind faith to? If it's in regards to somebody that you know is shady, that has a bad reputation, I feel like you're giving that blind faith in the wrong person. It has to be more so into like a higher power, God. I also feel like emotionally, you're like sorry, I'm paying attention to something that's outside right now, trying to get you a message. Emotionally, you're very playful. You're very playful in terms of your emotions. Like, you're very lighthearted. I feel like even if you, like I've said in the beginning, even though you experience tower moments, you make light of it. Like, you make things very light. And that's gonna work out for you in the long term. Because you're creating, even if things are bad, you're creating a positive energy around yourself and within to be able to move forward. So that is your reading. I'm going to give you a closing message. So what is a closing message for Cancer? Let's see. Closing message. The 9 of Wands, burdens. Okay. the Wheel of Fortune. You see, that's what I said. And the Five of Wands. So yeah, Cancer, I'll be honest, you have people around you that want to see you fail. They want to see you feel burdened. But I feel like emotionally you're very centered, and that is going to bring in good luck towards you. Because, and I also have to say this, because you do have the Moon and the Tower. Be very careful at this time that this is going to be for a very small portion of Cancers, because not all Cancers have this mindset. So for a few selection of Cancers, if you are having this mindset of revenge on certain people, you have to be very careful on that, because I do see this in the cards where it's going to backfire on you. You have to be very centered in your emotions and don't let them rule you. So that is your message, Cancer. I hope you liked this reading. Thank you for watching. If it did not resonate with you, please check your Moon, Rising, Venus, and 7th house placement. Sorry, I'm trying to fix this. Okay. Oh my gosh. All right. Let me see. Okay. I'm gonna move on to the sign of Leo now. For Leo, what is the message for Leo from now to the end of 2025? Some more. Okay, so you got a lot of cards, and I'm taking that as your overall. Oh wait, no, you have 3 exactly. I don't think more fell. The King of Wands is very popular today. Let me see if any more came out. No. Okay. So you have, for Leo, you have the Temperance. You have the Hanged Man, King of Wands, and 9 of Cups. Leo, I feel like from now to the end of the year, in terms of spirituality, you're connecting more spiritual, like you're becoming more spiritual. It can be that you're learning certain things like tantric, because I feel like you're doing something spiritually, you're doing something different. Like, it could be as simple and weird as, not weird, but I guess like you're doing things like having spiritual sex, like, or in terms of spirituality, you're becoming like celibate. But there's something that you're doing that you're connecting sexuality and spirituality together, is what I get. With the Hanged Man, it's like you're releasing a lot of pent-up negative emotions. You're letting that drain out of you. With the 9 of Cups, I feel like this is the year where you feel most fulfilled. What more can you tell me about this 9 of Cups? I'm just going to pull out the cards and see what comes out. The Hierophant. So it has to do with a relationship. In terms of a relationship, I feel like you may be connected with a Taurus, but this person This person, you feel like this is your wish fulfillment. You feel like they're the one that you're going to marry. You see long term with this person. What more can you tell me about this person? I'm gonna pull this one. Judgment. Okay, what else? The Eight of Wands. You have a lot of communication with this person. It could be that you met this person online, or there's a lot of back and forth conversation between you and this person. Tell me about the Judgment card though. Is this a person from the past, or what does it mean? Oh, okay. Nine of Swords. Why is the Nine of Swords here though? The Tower. No way. Why are these cards here though? What's the occurrence for these cards to be here? The Ace of Wands. I feel like I feel like going back to the beginning of the reading where I said there's a lot of pent up energy that you're like releasing. I feel like that energy that you're releasing is, of course, I felt like a negative energy like that you're releasing. But I feel like that this is why these cards came up. The Nine of Swords and the Tower card. The Tower card can also represent ejaculation, like, you know, come. It can represent that, but because you also have the Ace of Wands. I feel like the negative, Leo, I feel like spiritually, how you're using spirituality and sexuality, I feel like you're using it in a very negative way. Even if it's that you feel like the person that you're doing it with, you feel like this person is your wish fulfillment. I feel like the way you're releasing negative energy is very bad, especially if you're like having intercourse with someone and thinking of all that negative energy draining it out of you through having sex with that person. I feel like that's a very negative thing to do with that person that you have interest in, because energy stays where it's released. You know, it has to have a home. So you have to be very, very careful when doing that. I feel like Leo, you need to release that energy in a different way, because it's not fair on the other person that you're releasing pent up negative emotions onto them, even if it's not your intention, but or you weren't aware until now. Well, now you know. So that is your reading, Leo. I'm gonna give you a closing message. So what is a closing message? Five of Cups. You're still, this is what I felt about you. Oh my gosh, dude. Seven of Swords. Leo, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna badmouth you, but you need to stop being the sneaky person that you are. You need to stop being the sneaky person that you are and deal with your emotions in a positive way. You need to stop disposing of your negative energy onto other people in several different ways that you're doing. You need to become aware of your actions and how you connect with people. That is your reading, Leo. It was a bit heavy, but yeah. If it did not resonate with you, please check your moon, rising, Venus, and 7th house placement. I am going to move on to the sign of Virgo now. Not again. Okay. Okay, for Virgo, let's see. Hopefully we get this under an hour. If not, that's fine. For Virgo, what is the reading for Virgo? One more. Okay, this one wanted to come out. Oh no. Wish I shuffled it more. Okay. I wish I shuffled it a bit more. I wonder why this card came out. So, overall, you have the Four of Cups. You have 10 of Cups, Ace of Swords, and a Knight of Cups. So Virgo, I feel like from now to the end of the year, your focus is on emotions, a truth, connections, like in relationships, truth, and emotions. I feel like that's your focus. Why is this Four of Cups here though? Give me one card only. I'm gonna take this one. Five of Cups. Wow. So from now to the end of the year, I feel like Virgo, you are gonna go through it. You have to. What's like the remedy for this though? What's the remedy? Before I say anything, yeah. You have the remedy is King of Cups. So the King of Cups upright talks about having a grip on your emotions, not letting it overrule you, with being very sensitive, not sensitive to the point where, you know, things make you cry, but being, I guess, like being healthy in expressing your emotions, expressing them in a healthy manner. I feel like in terms of your emotions from now to the end of the year, it's something that needs work. There needs to be more emotional expression in a healthy manner. It's just I'm getting kind of sleepy, but maybe it's also the cold. It gets me sleepy. I feel this is strange because Leo also got this reading. So I feel like you're looking for truth in your relationships. I feel like the more that you look for things that are not working in your relationship, the more that you're going to get disappointed. You will get disappointed in finding out the truth. in terms of your relationship, of your partner. This is going to come with time, that you find out certain things about your partner. I think that's what leaves you feeling like rejected in a way. It makes you feel left out in the cold. I don't feel like necessarily this reading is about you actually being like how these people are with the Five of Pentacles, like being homeless. It's not that. I don't feel like this is the year where you become homeless, no, or without a job. I feel like this is a reading about you finding out the truth about your partner, and it's kind of destroying you emotionally in some way. And I feel like because the King of Cups is the remedy, is telling you to be more healthy in expressing your emotions. Oh, what's the closing message for Virgo though? What is the closing message for Virgo? Page of Swords. Okay, that's so funny. The Fool. One more card. I'm gonna take this one. Just Three of Pentacles. So in terms of your career, it does want, there is some attention in terms of your career as well. In terms of your career or the people you work with, I feel like you need to be very silent when it comes to the people that are around you at work. I feel like you need to do more listening than speaking. You need to do more research as well. Be very, this is because the Page of Swords is holding a sword, you know. I feel like this is sorry, I'm getting kind of sleepy. This is a year where you feel like detached from people at work. I feel like because the Fool card is here as well, I feel like you're not really wanting to be part of any like drama that is created or wanting to be created that includes you. I feel like this is the year where you're not really giving a fuck. If, to be fair, like I feel like you don't give a fuck about the people at work. Not that you don't like care about their existence, but I mean, like, if they were to start any drama, I feel like you'll remove yourself immediately from that. That is what I get for you. If it did not resonate, please check your moon, rising, Venus, and 7th house placement. Oh my gosh. Oh no. It's slippery. Wow. Okay. I guess we'll just keep it like that. I'm gonna do for Scorpio now. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna shuffle them like this, and I will pull out. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull out 3 cards from here, the back, and the one that's at the bottom is gonna be overall energy. So that's what I'm gonna do for Scorpio moving forward. Looking good for you. Oh, I think I spoke too soon. Alright, for Scorpio. Overall, you have the Five of Wands. I feel because the other cards are coming out here. Sorry. I feel like this is a year where, you know, the Five of Wands is Scorpio, Mars energy. I feel like this is a year where you are more in your element, embodying that Mars energy. You're very competitive this year. You're also very sexually active as well, with the Ace of Wands being here. You're also creative. You're being very independent as well, with the Nine of Pentacles. With the Seven of Cups tells me that you have a lot of opportunity around you, or options to choose from. What is this options to choose from? What is it about? I'm gonna pull out one card for you. The High Priestess. That's strange. I feel like, let's see, the Devil. What the hell? This is getting weird. King of Pentacles. Okay. Ooh, I kind of like pushed it. Okay, so in terms of options, you have the High Priestess, the Devil, and the King of Pentacles. I feel like you have the option to choose. This has to do with your career, with your finances. You have several options in how you can make money. One of them is a little bit like the Devil energy. It talks about, you know, things that are not, it's like it's telling me that you have the option to choose to financially gain in a very you have the option to choose from financially gaining in a like speculative gains, or you have the option to choose from trusting your intuition, trusting your own intuition when it comes to your finances, or just blowing your money or gaining money in a very shady manner. Those are your two options. What's the closing message? Like, why is this coming up? What's the closing message? The King of Swords. Reverie. So it doesn't want to the cards don't want to speak anymore. It's just saying that you have to be very logical. With the King of Swords here, you have to be logical in how you make this money and how you gain your money, because I feel like long term you have to be realistic. Long term, right now you have to be realistic in how you make your money, realistic and logical of how you're receiving it as well. Is there a lot of risk? Because with the Devil, there's risk. It's like you're risking your money, or you're risking money to get more money, things like that. With the High Priestess, if you feel like a nudge to not spend or gamble your money, then that's the option that you should listen to more than the temptation. So that is your reading. Scorpio, I hope you like this message. If it did not resonate with you, please check your moon, rising, and Venus 7th house placement. I'm going to read for the sign of Sagittarius now. Wait, did I skip Libra? Virgo, Libra. Yeah, I was supposed to read for Libra. Let me go to Libra, and then we'll do Sagittarius. Alright, for Libra. Okay, Libra, for Libra. Okay. Alright, let's see what you got, Libra. So you have Page of Pentacles, the Lovers, Reverie, and Two of Pentacles. So Libra, overall you have the Two of Pentacles, and there's a lot of indecision here for you from now to the end of the year. I feel like indecision in regards to a relationship. It's like you're kind of overthinking or analyzing or weighing your choices in whether or not this relationship is going to be something long term. Because right now I feel like this is for those of you that have just started a new relationship. You feel like it's being taken very slowly. What else can you tell me about this? Or what is the closing message for Libra? Closing message, Three of Pentacles, the Two of Swords. Yeah, there's a lot of indecision here from you. And the Five of Cups. I mean, Five of Pentacles. So the indecision about this relationship that you're in, you're very indecisive. It's like you don't want to put in the work, or you just want to give up because you feel like there's a lot of work to be done with this person. You feel like they're a lot of work in a way, and you just feel like sometimes even though this person may be a good person, you know, because you've connected with them in some way, I feel like this person makes you feel left out sometimes. But that's why you're very indecisive about this person. That is your reading, Libra. I'm going to move on to Sagittarius now. If it did not resonate with you, please check your moon, rising, Venus, and 7th house placement. I'm going to read for Sagittarius now. Hopefully you can hear my voice as I am speaking, because I'm being very silent right now. I don't know if my, people around me on the sides of the hotel are asleep or not. So I am going to read for Sagittarius now. From now to the end of the year, how's it looking like for Sagittarius? Okay. See, Sagittarius, Page of Swords, Queen of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the bottom of the deck, the Queen of Cups. So, Sagittarius, it's looking like you have a grip on your emotions, on your finances, on your overall intelligence, your mental clarity. Like, you have a lot of clarity in regards to your mental state, your finances, your emotions. I feel like this is the year where you are doing a lot of research to advance more in those areas. of your life. More so, you're doing more research on finances than anything else, is what I see. I also see your health improving as well with the King of Pentacles. I see your health improving. So which one's missing? The fire. Fire is missing here. Huh. In terms of Sagittarius's creativity, how is that looking like? Let's see. 10 of Wands. So creatively, you're closing off something creative about yourself. You're closed off creatively. That is so strange, because the Wands is fire energy, and you're a fire sign, so I find this very strange. Yeah, it's not gonna stay. Give me one more card to clarify what I asked. Oh my gosh. I'm a bit sleepy. So you have 10 of Wands, 3 of Swords. Creatively, you're not happy in regards to how you express yourself creatively. What's the remedy for this? What's the remedy? This one wants to come out. The Tower. Okay. One more. Two of Wands. One more. And the Moon. So creatively, Sagittarius, your remedy is sometimes it's like, if, for example, you haven't, let's say you're taking on, let's say you haven't taken any creative adventure or like hobby. It's, the cards are saying like, be as messy as you can creatively, however that is for you. Actually no, like I need to take that back. Be creative. You can get messy with it, but understand that sorry, I'm looking at, I don't know if you could see that over there. There was like a cop over there. It's so strange. It's just weird how all the cars behind it, they're like going very slow. But okay. That is so strange. I've never seen that before. It's just like a cop car moving back and forth on the freeway like that. I don't know if that's a tactic or something, but I found that very strange. Okay, so creatively, Sagittarius, it's telling you to be as messy as you can be, respectfully. Also, it's okay for you to start over again with the Two of Wands in terms of what kind of, how you want to go about expressing yourself creatively is what it's saying. But I feel like As I feel like a prediction for you is when the moon is in Gemini. No, yeah. Sorry. I'm very sleepy. So when the moon is in Gemini, like a full moon in Gemini, I think that's gonna be around Sagittarius season. That is when you'll see your creativity like expand. You'll see how your creative expression is kind of like blossomed. That is your prediction. Let's see a closing message for you because I got distracted. Yeah, 9 of Wands. Let's see another closing message. The World and the Knight of Wands. So I feel like your closing message is saying you have to put an end, because you also have the World. You have to put an end to this mentality that you have about things being a burden to you, because that is what's preventing you from being creative. I feel like the more that you respectfully, I'm gonna just be blunt about it, the more that you nag about your current situations, that's what's keeping you blocked from, that's what's keeping you in a cycle of just creating more problems in your life. And instead of just complaining about it, what you can do is just be creative about it. Use that frustration in a positive manner to create something better. So that is your closing message, Sagittarius. I hope you liked this reading. If it did not resonate with you, please check your moon, rising, Venus, and 7th house placement. I'm going to move on to the sign of Capricorn. So again, I'm going to do the shuffle. One more. Okay. So Temperance, 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, with the 7 of Pentacles. So for Capricorn, I feel you're doing a lot of waiting this year, from now to the end of 2025. You're doing a lot of waiting, and you're being very patient about it as well. This has to do with a relationship that has ended, or it's on the verge of ending, because you have the 5 of Cups here. 5 of Cups talks about you like kind of holding on to a past relationship or a past situation that didn't work out for you. You're kind of like crying over it, being emotional about it in a negative manner. This is the year where you have to, what is the remedy before I even say anything? What is the remedy? 8 of Swords, how is that a remedy? What? Ace of Cups, okay, maybe it's a positive one. And the Empress, wow, you have a very good closing, or closing message, I said. So okay, so Capricorn, the way that you can, oh my gosh, I really need to go to bed. The way that you can the remedy for this is you need to allow yourself to, this is gonna sound weird, but you need to allow yourself to feel the heaviness of those emotions. You need to break free from that emotional cage that you have mental cage that you have put yourself in. Because really, let's say that the person ended the relationship with you because they just didn't feel a connection with you or any other reason. You are not entitled to be with them. If that person decided to one day up and leave and I find this weird because sorry, I'm just paying attention to what's going on outside. I feel like you need to release. Sorry, I feel like people are watching me. Maybe I should have closed the curtains so I don't look sketchy. But I feel like you need to allow yourself to feel those emotions, like I've said. Because you have the Ace of Cups here and the Empress. Once you feel those emotions and you see that, you know, you're not entitled to be with them. You know, it's you need to see that you need to give that person their independence. You can't be codependent on them, or, you know, you need to be independent, and you need to give that person their independence. Because being in a mindset of not being independent, or allowing another person's independence, that can that's like allowing your ego to rule the relationship, or even your whole life. But I feel like your remedy is to break free from that mental cage that you have put yourself in terms of relationships or your emotions. I also feel like once you do that, things will blossom more for you, and you will meet somebody after you have cleared up that energy. I feel like you will meet someone that will be the person that gives you a child. So that is your reading, Capricorn. I am going to move on to the sign of Aquarius now. Again, if it didn't already resonate with you, check your moon, rising, Venus, and 7th house placement. Moving on to Aquarius. Let's see. Finally, I'm almost done. Okay, let's see. Aquarius. You have have Six of Swords, the Chariot. Oh my gosh, the Three of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles. Maybe I should have shuffled it more. I kind of felt a heaviness when I stopped. And I see why now, because of the Three of Pentacles. I mean, the Three of Swords. So overall, Aquarius, from now to the end of the year 2025, you're taking things slow in terms of your finances. I feel like that what's affecting your finances from now to the end of the year, it has to do with heartbreak. It has to do with heartache, like you feeling brokenhearted is what's keeping your finances not rising, or like, how do you say this, like you're, especially if you have Aquarius in a badly placed house, or in a badly placed, like if you have it badly placed in your chart, I feel like this is the year where you just feel like brokenhearted in a way. I know it sounds very grim, but I'm gonna try to give you a positive message. So I do see you moving away or moving on from something. I see that you're taking like a long trip somewhere to clear this energy. Let's see. Give me one card. The Hermit and the Queen of Pentacles. Let's see. And the Judgment. Okay, Aquarius. So I feel like, well, you're moving on from, you are closing a chapter with like an earth sign in your life. I feel like this is a person that was financially stable. Sometimes they appeared like they were like kind of like frustrated or unhappy in the workplace. I also feel like with the Hermit, I feel like spiritually, this could be a Virgo, because you also have the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you're moving on from a Virgo in your life. You're closing a chapter with them, and I feel like once you do that, what was the card that we hear? It was Three of Swords. Yeah, you're still closing a chapter with this Virgo in your life. I feel like you had prolonged this suffering onto yourself with the Knight of Pentacles as overall energy. Like, it's very slow moving pain that you endured from that relationship. I feel like now you're finally ready to release it. What's the closing message for Aquarius though? Closing message. 10 of Pentacles. 2 more, please. 2 of Swords and no way, 4 of Swords again. So your closing message is in terms of emotional connection with someone else, you will find that. I still see you being a bit aloof towards them though, and I see that the reason why you do that is because you are still healing from this past relationship that you were in. That is your reading, Aquarius. I hope you like this message. If it did not resonate with you, please check your moon, rising, Venus, or 7th house placement. I'm going to move on to the final sign, which is the sign of Pisces. Let's see. For Pisces, how is Pisces year looking like from now to the end of the year? We're not taking these. And overall is the Nine of Wands. So Pisces, from now to the end of the year 2025, I feel like you're carrying this burden. You're not knowing which direction to go. You feel like it's a bit strange because I do see bursts of happiness in your life, like, but I also see you feeling like burdened by something. I see you feeling like I need more rest. I need some time off to myself. I feel like what you're trying to do is just have more moments of happiness in your life and just close out this this chapter of feeling burdened by something. What is this talking about, this burden? What is it? King of Pentacles. It could be in terms of work, yeah. I feel like in terms of work, you're feeling, it may be that you have a very difficult job. It could be, you know, you're a nurse, you're a policeman, you're in the police or something like that, where you have to kind of deal with difficult people. You have to you come across difficult people in your workplace, right? I feel like it could be that you could be like somebody that works around people that are not really like poor mindset. They have a poor mindset, or they're poor financially. You're dealing with people like that. I do see that you have a high standing, or your finances are good. But I feel like it's like you're pushing away. You're becoming a bit cold towards people in your workplace, to be honest. I feel like you're beginning to see people that are financially poor or have a poor mindset, I guess. Like, it's like you see them beneath you in a way. I feel like you see them beneath you. And with the Reverie card right behind the King of Pentacles, it's telling you to be grounded and realistic. Because I feel like that poor mindset or financial poverty, or, you know, how you see others, like being poor, like, or them being beneath you in some way. I feel like then who's above you, who sees you in that way, you know? You have to be more mindful of how you treat people. Don't disregard them. What is the remedy for this? I feel like that is your remedy though, but we're gonna see. The Wheel of Fortune. And let's see, what's this one? The Seven of Pentacles and Four of Pentacles. I mean, Seven of Cups and Four of Pentacles. So your remedy for this is to, in terms of, you know, if you want to get good karma, then you have to do good deeds. You know, weigh your options and how you approach things, because I feel like you're being very closed off towards allowing certain people in. Like, it could be that if you are a person that has begun to be closed off towards people that you see as beneath you, then you start closing yourself off to people in your family, you know, like family members, even like your close significant other. Like, you start closing yourself off emotionally, and that's something that you have to be like careful with, because it's like you're how do you say this, not like you're retaining, or what's the word, I can't put it in my mind, like I can't bring it, like I'll just say this, it's like mentally, emotionally, spiritually, it's not aligned. It's not aligned to, it's not in alignment. Not to say that certain things have to be aligned, but that alignment, that, you know, if you want a connection with someone, if you want to be deeply connected with someone, like a significant other, then you need to question, what am I in alignment with? Am I doing the things? Am I thinking the right things? Are my actions right? How I view others, is that right? Am I in alignment to feel connection? Is what you need to ask yourself, is what I see with these cards. So that is your reading. I'm gonna close it off here because I'm really tired. But I hope this message resonated with you. If it did not, please check your moon, rising Venus, or 7th house placement. I will see you in the next video. Take care and blessed be.